Hey guys, let me know when you're in. I'm just waiting for my family and my peoples, my regulars and my newbies to pop on here. I am struggling. I barely can breathe, but I'm here. I said, no matter what, I'm gonna be here. I'm over here having a hard time breathing, but I'm still here. Oh, could be worse. It could be worse, but I'm here. It's my first official day out the bed. I've been in the bed for the past 2 days. Thank you, love. So I I told myself that no matter what. Hey, Lay. I said no matter what, I was gonna be here, y'all. I was gonna push myself, sick or not, because I know a lot of times people be in worse conditions than me, and they still be pushing through. So I told myself, as long as I got life in my body and air in my lungs, I can still get up here and do what I do. Ooh. So y'all bear with your girl, cause I'm definitely here. I am definitely here. And I'm telling you, I was sitting here just like, man, I gotta push. And I was walking around the house. I did a little prayer, um, because I knew that I had to do what I had to do. And I know that sometimes people don't push through for whatever reason, they don't have to. I just know that if I say I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be here. And I know I moved it from Wednesdays to Sundays. So I say I'm gonna show up. I am going to show up. And I know I got a new schedule, so I know a lot of people is not used to my Sundays. So we gotta wait till everybody get caught on to Sundays at 6 p.m. So if people be on, and people don't be on, excuse me, it's because they not used to my Sunday live now. So besides that, tell me something good. Tell me something about yourself. How was y'all week? How was y'all weekend? What's good? Talk to your girl. Cause your girl gonna talk back. I'm gonna talk back. And then we're gonna go ahead and get into the message, about what I want to talk about today. But first I want to know how y'all feeling. what's on y'all mind, you know, how life been treating y'all, how's your mental state, like all the great, wonderful things that's going on in your life. Talk to Queen Motivation because I know God is good. And I know a lot of us been struggling on so many different levels. So we just pushing through whatever we can push through. So it's definitely a blessing to be able to still push regardless of what is going on. I don't know if my light is turned up bright enough, y'all. Let me see. Just sometimes this light be I think it is. Who, where y'all at? Come on, liven up the energy for your girl, cause your girl is struggling. But liven it up. Liven the energy. Whew. I know it's rough. I know it's rough, y'all, but we here though. We here. Yeah, we are here. Um, I'm just reminding a few people, just in case, they forgot or they didn't get the memo. Gotta let them know the girl is here. Um, what they said. They said. Let's see what they said. Let's see what they said. Let's see. Could y'all hear my music? Hey Daniel. Y'all. Thank y'all for showing up, y'all. I know it's different. It's a new schedule. Lay said the week was good. Finally started a new job. Okay, Lay with the new job. Turn up, girl. Your mama trying to get her a new job. I'm trying to get out of security. So y'all pray that I come up with something. I don't know what I'm gonna come up with, but it gotta be something, y'all. Daniel. I'm so grateful and love to see y'all here and y'all traveled on over here with me on Sundays. Definitely appreciate the love always. Jazz. What's up, Jazz? So we got Sam, Lay, Jazz, Daniel in the house. Okay. My people's here. I'm just grateful. I just want to go straight and talk about what we gonna talk about. Just be wanting to get a few of my faves on here. And y'all bear with me. Y'all just keep bearing with the girl. If I gotta keep taking some breathe breaks because I'm still a little congested, but today's topic, I just want to talk that talk, girl. Today's topic, I want to talk about dropping dead weight. Um, I want to go straight into us talking about this dead weight situation because I know a lot of us are holding on to some things and we are holding on to some people. And a lot of the dead weight is from our past. Like we holding on to a lot of stuff that we definitely need to let go of. And so speaking from personal experiences, there are some times when you sit back and you ask yourself, like, how will my life be if I no longer associated with this person? Or how will my life be if I no longer hung with this person? Or how will my life be if I no longer talk to this individual? Will I miss something or will I grow? Or like what is going to take place in my life if I allow myself to drop this person or to drop this situation or to be done with this circumstance? Because a lot of us are really holding on to past trauma that's blocking us from getting to the next step in our lives that's supposed to be elevating us and taking us to a whole new position, but we holding on to something that's heavier than what we supposed to be getting a hold to. So when you start thinking about life and you start thinking about the people in your life, you got to start seeing things for what it really is and seeing people for who they really are. I know you've been friends with this individual for most of your life, probably went to school together, probably grew up together, probably moved in the same neighborhood, became good friends, probably met at work, became good friends at work, probably met in the grocery store and just became good friends, or been in a relationship with an individual for 2 plus years, and you done got familiar with this person, so now you just don't want to let this person go because you feel like this person has some kind of significance in your life, so you don't want to let them go. Or you've been at this job for a long time and you feel like this job is the only thing you know, so you're holding on to this job. You're not trying anything new because you're familiar with this job. You're familiar with how to do your job. So you're afraid to move somewhere else because you're afraid that if you move somewhere, you're going to lose something. A lot of the times we have to lose something to gain something. And that means friends too. That means relationships too. We can't continue to hold on to people and to things that's weighing us down. People have been weighing us down. We have been allowing people to hold us back. And then we've been holding ourselves back and we've been wearing ourselves down. But I want to wholeheartedly encourage somebody today that I don't care how long you've known this individual or how long you've been at this job or how comfortable you are with this situation. I want you to reach a higher potential within yourself. I want you to set a higher boundary for yourself. I want you to invest more in yourself. I want you to believe more in yourself. I want you to be true to yourself and have a different understanding on how your life can take place if you just take the first step. Dropping dead weight is not easy for a lot of us because we are comfortable holding on to what we can use to manipulate people or to make people feel sorry for us. We can use our past traumas. And I know I say this a lot in my lives and on some of my videos, but a lot of us can use our past trauma to manipulate people to feel sorry for us, to do things for us, to um, get what we want out of people. We can make people feel sorry for us to the point where people will go out of their way to make us comfortable, to make, you know, them feel obligated. And a lot of the times we know that what we are doing is being a crutch to a lot of people. I've had a lot of people be my crutch, and I've been I've been a crutch to a lot of people. But I came to a realization a few days ago that we have to draw a line. Excuse me, y'all. We have to draw a line. And drawing that line means we have to understand that we are going to lose a lot of things and a lot of people based off of the decisions and the choices that we are about to make. But you have to still do what you need to do for your own sanity. You cannot keep holding on to things that's sinking you and drowning you and taking you further and further down and breaking you down mentally and spiritually and emotionally and financially. Some of us are in these relationships, and these relationships are breaking us, literally breaking us, destroying us mentally, allowing us to lose ourselves. And we're so wrapped up and caught up in the idea of just wanting somebody or just feeling like we need it or just wanting to have some sort of closeness that we allowing people to break us down. I have been in situations where I have felt myself being torn apart. I have been, excuse me, I have been in situations where I felt people tearing me down. I felt like I was losing my everlasting mind. It's like every time I look to the left, I'm breaking down. Every time I look to the right, I'm breaking down. No matter how my life was going, I was breaking down. And I had to ask myself, is this what I enjoy? Do I enjoy crying in the middle of the night? Do I enjoy begging for attention? Do I enjoy trying to make somebody like me? What do I enjoy about this individual that's breaking me down on so many different levels? I have come to a place in my life when I had to realize that a lot of people are not meant to be in my life anymore. And I know a lot of you have some people in your life that's not meant to be in your lives anymore. And if you're dealing with somebody or something that's in the way of your growth, it's time that you release that person or that individual. I know we as people feel like we got to save the world sometimes. And we feel like we got to step out of our comfort zone to make somebody else comfortable. I know a lot of the times we feel like we got to just go head on into a situation because we feel like we obligated. A lot of us are friends with people through guilt. A lot of us are friends with people because we feel like we owe these people some things because of some things we did to them or a way we treated them. So we feel obligated to be in these people friends, or we just trying to hold on to these people. We want to save these people, but some of these people don't need saving. Some of these people need to be let go. Some of these people need to face life on their own. Some of these people need to understand that their life has to go on with or without you, and you have to understand that their life is going to go on with or without you. We cannot put ourselves in a position where we are trying to save everybody else and constantly putting ourselves down and constantly setting ourselves backwards because we want to feel so needed and so important. I'm speaking from my own personal facts that I've always felt like, you know what, if I can just do this for that person and do that for that person, I'll feel so much better if I'm able to do this and do that and, push and just take somebody out of their storms and out of their troubles and just, elaborate my storms and my troubles and put mine to the side and help them out and, get them out of recovery or whatever it is. And you see yourself looking like, wow, I'm doing so much for so many people. But these same people, can they do things for you if you ever fall in need? And I don't just mean financially in need. I mean, if you ever fall in need where you need to talk to somebody, where you need to lean on somebody, when you need somebody to be your ear, can these people give you the same energy that you're giving them? Are these people going to put you in the same position or hold you to the same standards that you hold them? Can you call somebody at 3 o'clock in the morning because you crying and you had a rough day and a rough night and you need somebody to talk to? Can you call these individuals up? Can you talk to somebody without them judging your every mood or having something negative to say? I'm learning in my steady walk right now that there's going to have to come a time where I'm going to have to learn to humble my own self, where I'm going to have to learn that I can't always speak on everything and I can't always speak on everybody. I'm not perfect. I am human and I do make mistakes. But with your mistakes, what do you learn from your mistakes? Do you learn to keep doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same results? Or do you realize that everything that you're doing is not getting you anywhere? So since it's not getting you anywhere, it's time to make a change. It's time to do something different. It's time to be a different person. It's time to elevate yourself. It's time to remove yourself from the people and the things that serve you no purpose. I know we want to be there for our friends because we've been knowing these people for so many years. We've been in these people's lives for so many years. We've been being able to be a supportive friend for these individuals for so many years. And it's come to the point where now we have to walk away from people. We have to leave people where they are, and we have to remove ourselves, and we have to stop allowing people to be the weight in our lives that hold us down. You are your own weight. You carry your own burdens. You already carry enough for yourself. You don't have time to be carrying somebody else's burdens or somebody else's guilt or somebody else's hurt. You have to be able to put yourself first. A lot of us don't know how to put ourselves first. We are so busy putting everybody else before us. We don't know how to put ourselves first. And I can understand sometimes we want to save everybody. I know what it's like. But you got to stop putting everybody before you and learn to put yourself first. Because when I tell you, the worst thing you can do is go out of your way put somebody first and cheat yourself. And now you have to crawl yourself out of a hole that you didn't even have to dig because you wanted to put somebody else in a position that you didn't even consider putting yourself in a position. You didn't even consider putting yourself first. You wanted to be there for that person. I'm weighing my own self down because I'm trying to do too much. And it's not that I don't want to, it's more so I don't need to. And that's what you people have to realize too as well. It's not that you shouldn't want to. It's more so that you shouldn't need to. Because if you are weighing yourself down by trying to be there for everybody else, you are going to fall out. You are going to lose energy for yourself. You are going to be so drained emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, mentally. You are going to be so drained. So you have to tell yourself, you know what, whatever this weight is, whoever this weight is, I'm going to drop it because it's not getting me anywhere. It's not taking me to my next level. It's not allowing me to get to my next destination. The moment you find yourself sinking, it's time for you to save yourself. The moment you find yourself floating way offshore, it's time for you to get back to land. That means you are going above and beyond for people. You don't owe anybody anything, and nobody owes you anything. If anybody owes themselves something, it's you owing yourself the life that you deserve, the life that you want, the life that you want to work hard for. Everybody is not going to be happy for you. Everybody is not going to root for your success. Everybody is not going to have your best interests at heart. Everybody is not going to be there for you. And come January, it's a lot of people y'all need to leave in 2023. It's a lot of circumstances y'all need to leave in 2023. There's a lot of things that does not need to go with you next year. And if you holding on to these individuals because you known them for a long time, it's okay. I'm gonna be letting a lot of people go myself, and I don't care how long I've known you. If we don't serve a purpose in each other's lives and we don't have anything good for each other, we can't speak positive, we can't encourage each other. If we can't be good for each other, then I'm gonna let them go too. Because at the end of the day, holding on to that dead weight is not going to get you anywhere. Holding on to that dead weight is going to leave you stuck. Holding on to that dead weight is going to set you back so many years. You are going to be losing out on so much just by holding on to dead weight. Sometimes even your children can be dead weight. And when I say your children can be dead weight, because you can have children who don't want to do right, who don't want to listen, who want to just go out there and make a world for themselves and get into all sorts of trouble and really don't have anything going for themselves. And you try to coach them and tell them, hey, this is the right way. And a lot of children, they hard-headed. They want to figure life out on their own. Sometimes you got to let them figure life out on their own. You can love your child from afar and you can be there for your children. But sometimes even your children have to be set aside, because if you run to your children's aid every time and you don't take care of your own self, you are going to drown yourself. You are going to be mentally exhausted. You're going to be spiritually exhausted. And when you're mentally exhausted, spiritually exhausted, emotionally exhausted, you begin to be physically. And when I say physically exhausted, that means headaches, backaches, just feeling all types of ways. Why? Because you holding on to people. For what? Why you holding on to people? Why? Let these people go. Let those people go. You don't need to hold on to these people. These people don't serve you no purpose. No purpose, no purpose at all. So if you going through something and you trying to figure out what it is that you're going through, and you know for a fact that it's because you holding on to somebody or something, it's time for you to let them go. It's really time for you to let them go. Yeah, I know for a fact that I'm not gonna be on too long, but I am gonna be on here as long as I can. Cause when I tell y'all, boys, it's so hard to breathe, and I have to take a breather just to be able to continue my talking, because my lungs feel so closed and whew. But I told myself, no matter what, hard breathing and all, I was gonna be here, and I'm really struggling, and my bronchitis is acting up on top of everything. So, um, and I don't have no asthma pump, so I don't want to exhaust my own self because I love y'all so much. I was not going to allow myself to let my beautiful people down. No matter what, I was going to be here. Um, ooh, what my son said. Now, what if it's someone you know has potential to elevate with you, but they're stuck in the same place? So, what I learned about potential really gets you nowhere. It really doesn't, because sometimes people can have all the potential in the world, but that's all they have is potential. Um, they don't want to grow, they don't want to elevate. And sometimes you have to elevate above them. And if in any case that you elevate above them and their potential becomes elevation, then you can consider yourself being with somebody who wants to elevate with you. But a lot of people who have potential, 9 times out of 10, are going to be stuck with just potential, because if you're putting in a lot of work and you see these people are not putting in the amount of work, and they're comfortable in their position and whatever their position is in life, then they're going to be stuck on that potential. Now, every last one of us have potential, but you have to have potential with movement. You have to have potential that's going to be worked on. Like, you can't just be having potential. I have a lot of potential. And if I don't put the work in behind my potential, then that's just it. I just have potential. I have potential to be a motivational speaker, right? And if I never put in the work to be a motivational speaker, if I never did lives, if I never pushed out positive messages or anything that's going to elevate my potential, then the only thing I'm going to have is potential. Nobody is going to see my potential, because my potential is just what I carry within myself. At the end of the day, every last one of us do have potential, but is your potential being fed? Are you doing something to get out of that potential mindset and actually doing something with it? I've dated people who had potential, and I said, "Oh my God, um, this person has potential. I can work with this person." But I'm gonna tell you what ends up happening. When you keep trying to work with people that have potential, you end up draining yourself. You drain yourself so much because you keep saying, "Oh no, this person has potential. If I could just talk to them and work with them, and help them out, they'll come to the terms of who they really are." A person have to come into the terms of who they really are by themselves. You can tell them all day long they great, but they have to believe they great. You can tell them all day long they special, but they have to believe they special. So it doesn't matter what you do or what you say. The potential has to be something that they want to elevate on. It doesn't matter what kind of potential they have if they're not going to do anything with it. Lay says, but how long should you stick around to see if they actually tap into that potential? So that the time frame is based on you, based on how much patience you have with this individual. There's no time frame into waiting for a person. It's based on you and your time frame. How long do you have to wait to see if this person's potential is going to turn into something else? If you're dating someone for 2 years and in those 2 years that potential never changed, nothing ever happened, they still the same person, and they still feeding you the no, I'm a change, and it's been 2 years and they haven't changed. You have to ask yourself, do I want to go another 2 years dating potential? Or do I want to go 2 years dating somebody who knows who they are? Dating somebody who stands firm in who they are. Dating somebody who really believes in themselves. Dating somebody who know that they serve more than potential. You could go in the kitchen and be like, I could potentially cook something and never cook something. Never cook anything. But your potential was to cook. You like potentially I can get in that kitchen and I can make me something to eat. But if you never make you something to eat, then that's all that was. It was your potential of what you could have done, what you should have done, but you're not doing anything. So you as a person have to determine how long you can wait on a person and their potential of willing to change. Because some people it takes people a long time sometimes to grasp. A lot of the times people be having potential, but they don't have the motivation, they don't have the push. And sometimes you can elevate somebody and you can push them into becoming a better person. You can push them into wanting to be a better person. You can do all that you can do. But if that person doesn't do anything with it, then you're going to be wasting all of your efforts on a person who just has potential. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's up to you to know your time frame of how long you're going to wait for somebody to grow into their potential, because everybody has it. And some of us do need a little elevation. Some of us need a little push. Some of us need a nudge. Some of us need a pep talk. But how long do you want to continue to nudge and pep talk and push that individual to becoming the person you want them to become? A lot of the times, these people will never become the person you want them to become. But again, it's up to you. Are you willing to stay with that person because you see their potential? It's based on you and what you see and how you feel and your patience dealing with people. Then you say it takes a lot of time, but when I'm starting to learn is that you never really hold on. Let me bring this a little closer. It takes a lot of time, but what I'm starting to learn is that you're never fully ready. You just have to do it. Yeah, I really have to. I really say that that's it, because you can really talk yourself out of doing something. If you wait too long, you could find loopholes in why you shouldn't do it. If you just wake up one morning and say, you know what, today I'm going to be a police officer. You're going to put in the work to become that police officer. But if you wake up and say, I'm going to be a police officer, and you never do anything about it, you never go to school, you never research, you just saying to yourself you want to be a police officer, then you're feeding yourself lies to make yourself believe that you're going to do something that you know you're not. So the best thing to do is definitely just go with it. Just wake up and just go with it. Your life can change with one thought. You can change your entire life just by the way you think. You can wake up on a Monday and say, today I'm gonna do this, and tomorrow I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and you're gonna keep doing it. You can create good habits just as well as you can create bad habits. But if you wake up and just do it, that means you know that you really wanted to do it. But if you wake up and find all the loopholes of why you shouldn't do it, you're going to scare yourself out of it. And you can't let everybody talk to you on what you want to do, because people will talk you out of it. So at the end of the day, trust your instincts and trust yourself. Because the only person that will ever want to see you succeed in real life is you. And the only person that will ever want to see you fail in real life is you. Because at the end of the day, everything, no matter good, bad, or whatever, is going to begin with you and it's going to end with you. Because people are always going to come into your life and they're always going to cause confusion. They're always going to cause friction. They're always going to cause turmoil or some kind of grief or whatever the case may have you. But how you react to these people is going to determine you and your life and how you're set apart from other people. If somebody wakes up and tells you you'll never be nothing, and you decide to believe that lie, then you're giving them power over your life. How can you give somebody power over your life? This is your life. meaning your life is yours. You can control your life based off of what you think and what you accept. People could tell me all day long. I've had people tell me all the time, I don't need to be a motivational speaker. I'm a comedian. I should tell jokes because a lot of people are not going to tune in because my thing is everybody is doing the same thing and nobody wants to, hear the same thing over and over again. I had a lot of people tell me what not to do with my motivational speaking. Hey, son. But I told myself, if I let other people dictate my life and dictate how I feel about myself, then that means I'm giving them more power to have than the power that I have within myself. People are not going to believe in you the way you are going to believe in yourself. People are not going to encourage you the way you are going to encourage yourself. It doesn't matter if I tell you how great of a person you are, how good you are, and how much I believe in you. If you don't feel that way yourself, people could tell me all day long, I don't think you should be a motivational speaker. Well, that's a personal opinion of theirs, and that's a personal problem. But if I feel in my spirit that I want to be a motivational speaker, then I'm going to motivate people, and I'm going to continue to be a motivational speaker. I have good days and I have bad days. I have days when people tune in. I have days when people don't. But at the end of the day, I can't live my life based off of what somebody else decides they want to dictate based off of what they think or how they feel or what they see. I can't wait to be in a position where I can cut off certain people because at the end of the day, some of us do have reasons why we hold on to people. But we also realize that we have to cut these people off. There comes a time in your life when you got to, no matter what you do in your life, no matter what you go through in life, believe in yourself, trust in yourself, honor yourself, be good to yourself, be true to yourself, and stop believing the lies that people tell you and do not believe the lies that you tell yourself. Sometimes your voice can scare you. Sometimes your voice can tell you might as well, don't do it because ain't nobody gonna support you. Ain't nobody gonna be there for you. Ain't nobody gonna, show up to your events. Ain't nobody gonna give you no money. Ain't nobody gonna do this. And you start believing these lies that you telling yourself because you talking yourself out of something because you let somebody else instill fear. Excuse me. You let somebody else instill fear in you. But at the end of the day, don't let somebody else's fear become your fear. Because if I lived in somebody else's fear, I'll never get anywhere. If I lived in somebody else's fear, I wouldn't be sitting here today. I don't always get the audience that I want. I don't always get the support that I want and that I need. But what matters most is the support that I do have is the support that keeps me going. That's the thing we have to stop focusing on. We got to stop focusing on the people who don't support us and focus on the ones who do. Because the ones who support you are the ones that's going to elevate you, regardless of what. They could send you a little message. Hey, hope you have a great day. And in that moment, elevate your whole entire day because they didn't know you was having a bad day. They didn't know you was crying into your pillow. They didn't know that you was on the verge of a mental breakdown. They don't know what you're going through. So sometimes it's always good to just encourage somebody, check on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like Dad said, spooky 3 times said, it's the little things. It is the little things that count. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people are dealing with. You don't know what people are facing. You don't know. So you don't have the right to be mean to people or be ugly to people. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I understand we all have been some sort of mean to somebody. Lord knows I have. I'm not going to say I've been a bully, but I was definitely a little mean. And I was mean because I was battling my own demons. I was going through what I was going through. So I was taking my hurt and my pain and my frustration out on people who didn't even deserve it. I hate to admit, but I told myself a long time ago that I have to learn to treat myself how I want others to treat me. I have to put myself on a standard of how I want other people to see me as. I can't allow somebody else's fear to be my fear. I can't allow somebody's I can't even think of the words to say, but all I know is at the end of the day, you have to let go of certain people, certain things. You have to let go of the dead weight. You have to drop certain people. You have to leave certain people where they are. Everybody can't go with you. Everybody is not going to go with you. Some people don't even deserve to know your next move. Some people are surrounding you and parading you just to be nosy. They not surrounding you and parading you to elevate you or to encourage you. They just want to know your next move so they can try to do one up on you. So you got to be careful of the people you associate with. You got to be careful of the people that's in your life. You got to realize that a lot of us have been friends with people for so long, and these people aren't really our friends. I didn't I didn't face some situations where I'm like, wow, all this time I thought we were something we not. You could be friends with somebody for years and realize that they not your friends. You could be in a relationship for 2 years and realize that relationship has nothing but dead weight. We be elevating people, we be speaking life into people, we be trying to get people to become this best version of themselves. They don't see it. So you can't make them see it. If a person can't see it in themselves, what makes you think you can make them see it? People have to have a welcoming spirit and an opening spirit in order for you to be able to speak anything to them. Try talking to somebody who don't see an error in their ways. They're not going to listen to you. They're going to always have an excuse or rebuttal, or they're always going to have some kind of uh, rejection. They don't want to receive what you're trying to say. They're going to listen, but they're not hearing you. Everybody listens, but nobody hears. You could be talking to somebody to they blue in the face, okay? And you could be elevating and motivating and pouring your little soul out into people, and they just and it sometimes it'll frustrate you because you're like, I'm trying so hard, but what are you doing? Why are you trying? Why do you keep trying if you see it's not getting anywhere? So it goes back to what Daniel said, and it goes back to what Lay says. You can see the potential in somebody all day long, and they can have the greatest potential, but that does not mean that it's going to make them a better person. That does not mean they're going to come into their potential. You have to know how long you want to encounter with this person and their potential. That goes for friends too. We have friends that we see the potential in them. We be like, no, I think if I just, continue to encourage her and push her, she'll come to realize who she is as a woman, or he'll come to realize who he is as a man, and they're gonna walk in their truth and they're gonna walk in their. Stop draining yourself. Stop pouring into people who don't want to be poured into. Stop speaking into people who already feel like they're dead inside. You have to let these people get to a place in their life where they're ready to accept it. You can't force anything on anybody. You can't make somebody be something they don't want to be. You have to learn to love people from afar sometimes. Sometimes it's gonna hurt you more than anything. But you have to let people go. And you're gonna be just fine by letting these people go. You're gonna be just fine. You're gonna see how much your life is gonna improve when you walk away from certain people and certain situations. January is gonna be so sweet because I know a lot of people make their New Year's resolution, and I don't believe in a New Year's resolution. I just believe in, like Daniel said, just get straight to it. Just do it. You got to go straight to it, like the Nike commercial. Just do it. I feel like a lot of people are going to be really cut off in 2023 for a lot of us because we tired of carrying around dead weight. We tired of speaking life into people who don't want to be spoke to. We tired of elevating people who want to stay down. We tired of pushing people who want to stand still, who want to stay stagnant in their trials and their tribulations and their storms. You gotta love people from a distance. I'm learning. I had to go through a certain situation just to realize that There are certain people that you need to leave in your past. Certain people are meant to be in your past for a reason. And when you go digging up your past and you trying to help people and you trying to bring people into this light of your life and they just cover with darkness, it's either going to dim you and it's going to bring some darkness in your life, or it's going to make you turn your light up even brighter and their darkness going to have to go. So you got to choose people according to your life standards of where you going in life. You got to choose people that's ready to see you elevate. You got to choose people that want to see you become more. You got to choose people that's on the same level as you. When you surround yourself with people of like minds, you can't get caught up in the BS of people who's not like you. You can't get caught up. I don't want to hang around broke people no more. Why? Because if I continue to hang around broke people, that means my mentality is still broke. I can hang around people with money because where I'm going in life, that's going to take me to my next position. I'm going to hang around people who's in upper rooms. Why? Because that's where I'm going to be at. I don't want to keep hanging with people that's turning up, clubbing, still doing the same thing that I did when I was young. What life am I getting out of that? What life are you getting out of that? Some of your friends are your dead weight and you holding on to them. Some of your relationships are your dead weight and you holding on to them. Some of your jobs is your dead weight and you holding on to them. It's time to release certain things and certain people from your life. It's time to let go. It's time to remove yourself from toxic situations. I don't care what the situation is. If it's toxic, it gotta go. 2024 should be the year where we all come to a place of peace and power in our life. Because when you come into power, you are not going to allow people to just run over you. And when you come into a place of peace, you are going to be able to be calm in your circumstances. Your storms are not going to take you out. Your circumstances are not going to break you. These people are not going to bring you to a level of your life where you don't feel like you can make it to the next level in your life. You got to change your mindset and you got to elevate your thought pattern. It's time to elevate in a higher vibration because at the end of the day, the people that surrounding you, they don't want to go nowhere. They want to stay in the stagnant of their lifestyle. They want to stay victim. They want to continue to allow people to feel sorry for them. They running around here all day long crying about this, crying about that, but they're not doing anything to change it. Be the change. Be the voice for yourself. Be the you that they said you wouldn't be. Because at the end of the day, people can say what they want. People can do what they want. People can feel how they want. But you, of all people, are going to be the person that's going to make a difference in your own life. It shouldn't matter what nobody else think about you. It shouldn't matter how nobody else feel. It shouldn't matter. The only thing that should matter is you and where you're going in life and what you have to do. Invest in yourself so you don't have to beg nobody to invest in you. Start setting aside some things for yourself that you want to do and see them through. One by one, check off the smallest things one by one until you get to the biggest thing. Write down some goals. And it could be a small goal. Excuse me. Maybe you want to lose 10 pounds. Excuse me. Check it off. When you lose those 10 pounds, celebrate it. Every time you accomplish a goal, celebrate your goal. Don't wait for an audience. Don't wait for people to applaud you. Applaud yourself. Don't wait for an entourage. Be your own entourage. Every time you check off your goal, go celebrate it. I don't care how small you think your goal is, because it's your goal. And nobody can tell you that your goal is too small or your goal is too big. You have people that try to tell you that that might be too much. That maybe you shouldn't do that. Don't let those people tell you what you shouldn't do. You do what you can do. If you feel like it's too much for you, then that's what you believe. But don't believe because somebody else told you. We're not living our lives based off of everybody else and what everybody else thinks is right for us. Because if we lived off our lives off of what we thought everybody else thought was right for us, a lot of us would be somewhere tore up. It's a lot of people who think, oh no, if you just smoke a little weed, you'll get through your day. And you go out there and say, you know what, maybe they right. You smoke a little weed, and before you know it, you got strung out. Now you're on something else. Because you felt like that person told you that smoking weed was right for you. Stop letting people dictate your life. Stop letting people tell you what they think is right for you. Some people go, no, I think you should give him a chance. He seemed like a good guy. And you give him a chance, and then this person beats you up. And then the sad part about it is we don't take our own advice. We take the advice of somebody else and then blame them. Because we didn't take our own advice. Well, if you would have never told me to smoke that weed, I would have never became a crackhead. Or if you would have never told me to get in that relationship, I would have never got beat on. You got to start taking accountability for your actions and what you choose to do. Somebody could tell me right now, Trina, you know what? You can get rid of all your problems right now. Everything that you're going through. You can get rid of everything in your life if you just go jump off a bridge. And I pray nobody jumps off a bridge. I'm just saying for an example. If somebody tells me to do that, that does not mean that I have to do that because they told me to do that. People would tell you things to try to belittle you. People would tell you things to try to break your spirit. People would tell you things to make you feel less of yourself and less of a person. People would tell you things. And it's up to you to believe those things that people tell you. I don't want nobody in here to go through hardships mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, physically. I don't want nobody in here to go through hardships. But every last one of us have faced hardships. And if we're not facing them, we already been through them and we got through the hard parts of it. Some of us are pushing ourselves too hard because we want everybody else to see something about us that's not even about us. Be true to yourself. If it's good to you, then good. But don't let it be good to you because somebody else thought it was good for you. Walk away. Leave people where they are. Stop trying to bring people to your life if you know for a fact y'all didn't have nothing to hold on to in the first place. Lord knows I'm a living witness on a lot of things that I'm talking about. We have to let people be where they are, and you have to be where you are. If these people are elevating you, walk away. Because if people not bringing you up, they tearing you down. You got to know within yourself that you are who you are destined to be by believing in who you are destined to be. And if you believe in your spirit that you are destined to be great, set yourself up to be great. Don't let nobody tell you who you can be and what you can and cannot do. Listen to yourself and trust yourself. My son just said, learn spooky three times. Learn to listen to your intuition or first thought, because usually it's right. And that's so true. Sometimes we go against our first thought because the second thought seemed a little bit more realistic. But in reality, the first thought was more realistic than the second thought. But if you don't be careful with your own thoughts, you could trick yourself into believing something that's not true. You can definitely trick yourself. Excuse me. And what HBG said, it's better to be possibly wrong than to be right. Hey BG. But when I tell y'all, being able to drop dead weight when you hey Ty, when you first notice dead weight, it's such a privilege. It's such a blessing to be able to just get rid of it as soon as you notice it. It takes some of us a little longer to realize our situation, to realize mommy's comments not doing right. I don't know why her comments are not coming up. Mom, you might have to come off and come back on. Because I know you told me you was here, and you probably have to come on and come go off and come back on. That's the only thing. I know mommy told me she was here, but she probably just can't comment. And I don't know why she can't comment, but I really know I know she has some good comments. But I do know that, dropping dead weight sometimes is draining because we done held on to something for so long that when we do drop it, it's like we gotta rebuild from that, from holding on to that person or holding on to that situation. We've been holding on to it for so long that when we finally drop it, it's like a release, but it's like we have to rebuild ourselves. And a lot of times we done invested so much energy into other people, we don't even know where to begin to rebuild ourselves. I can speak from personal experiences. Rebuilding yourself can be tiring sometimes because you done got so comfortable with being this version of yourself that's not even you, because you put on a persona for so long that when it's time that you face your true identity and you face who you really are, some of us don't even like who we really are because we don't know who we are, or we haven't realized who we were in a long time. We've lost ourselves a long time ago. Some of us are just now getting to know who we are and who we've been for a long time. I've been fighting, sis, but I told myself no matter what, I was going to be on this live. Shortness of breath, lungs feeling like somebody holding them hostage, but I'm still here. It takes a long time to rebuild yourself. I'm telling you. When I tell you rebuilding yourself takes courage too, because some of us don't think we need to be rebuilt. Some of us stay in our broken mindset. We stay in that broken position because we used to being broken for so long. So now we can use that as a crutch, and we can use that to get people to feel sorry for us, or to make people um, do more for us than intended. But when you can rebuild yourself and come out of that brokenness and face yourself, and also acknowledge where you messed up at as an individual, or where you messed up at in that position, that friendship, that relationship, or whatever it is, when you can acknowledge your faults as well, because a lot of us, we have faults too in our relationships and our friendships. And a lot of the times we don't want to believe it, so we just push the blame off on everybody else because we don't want to be responsible for how we reacted. I said in my live, the week before last, that there are going to be a lot of people that's responsible for your hurt. There are. There's a lot of people that's going to be responsible for you feeling the way you have felt for so many years. But at the end of the day, you are responsible for your healing. You are responsible for your rebuilding. You are responsible for acknowledging your flaws as a person. You have to hold yourself accountable and be ready to face the ugly version of yourself that a lot of us don't want to face. I didn't want to face myself. Oh, Lord knows I didn't want to face myself, because when I was able to be comfortable in my wrongdoings and nobody was holding me accountable, I had friends that made me feel like what I did was okay. I had friends that be like, girl, I would have did the same thing if I was in your shoes. We don't want those kind of friends that don't hold us accountable, that tell us if I was in your shoes. We don't want somebody to say if I was in your shoes. We want somebody to say, I can understand how that person made you feel. I can understand why you wanted to react the way you did. But I also understand that there's a different approach into handling the situation. There's a different approach to being more of a woman or a man about the situation. A lot of us don't want to hear that. A lot of us want people to be like, girl, I would have did the same thing. Boy, I would have did the same thing. Because if it was me, I would have this, I would have that, I would have this, and that. But that's the thing. It's not you, it's me. And I'm not you. I'm me, and you not me. You're you. So at the end of the day, you need friends that's going to checkmate you, but you also need friends that's going to allow you to checkmate them. You got friends that be so quick to want to checkmate you, check, check, check. But when it's time for you to check them, they don't want to hear it. They want to be all put up their little walls and have their little attitudes and, want to be different and don't want to hear what you got to say. But it was okay when you was coming down my throat. It was okay when you was spitting all that on me. It was okay when you was doing what you was doing. But when I need to reverse it, you don't want to hear it. But when I'm telling y'all, drop that dead weight. I don't care who it is, how long you've known them, what little relationship you've encountered with them, whatever the case may have you. If it's dead weight, honey, drop it. Because we know anything that's dead no longer has life to it. Anything that's dead has no more life to it. You cannot bring life to something that's dead, something that died. You gotta let some of these things go. Even our past can be our biggest downfall. It could be the most harsh thing. Dad said dead weight as in bad habits as well. Let me tell you something. Bad habits will get you nowhere. You understand me? And dead weight ain't gonna get you nowhere. And like BG said, she's still trying to face herself after years of being lost. That's because we done held on to dead weight for so long. It's time to release it. Release that dead weight, baby, and look at your life and say, I owe it to myself. I don't owe this to nobody else. I am still learning to forgive certain people as well as myself. Because I can be my own blockage. I can be my own dead weight. I can be in my own way a lot of the times. But knowing that I can hold myself accountable and knowing that I can realize that I am my own dead weight, I can push through a lot of things. A lot of things I can push through because I can recognize in the beginning what needs to happen, what needs to change, what I need to let go of. And I'll speak on it. And I may not do it right then and there. It may take me a little while to get to that point, but I'm going to get there. So I want to encourage somebody on this live that it may be taking you a while to let go of that dead weight, but you are going to get there. You're going to get there. I know you are. Because I can look back at my dead weight and say, ooh, if I would have kept holding on to a lot of stuff, ain't no telling where I would be. But I let a lot of things go and I still got some more. Still got some things. And it's gonna be a lot of things gonna be gone. They're gonna be gone. And you are going to also get rid of a lot of things as well. HBG said, have to step out your comfort zone. That's what I've been working on lately. Getting comfortable, being uncomfortable. Let me tell you something about that. Baby, when I tell you, a lot of people are too comfortable. And when you start getting uncomfortable, baby, that means it's a shift that's about to happen. When you going through so much turmoil in your life and it's uncomfortable, that means your life was too comfortable and you wasn't living in your full potential. The moment you start getting a shift and a little rock and a little shake, it's because it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to elevate. You can't stay in your same season forever. You can't stay in your same season forever. Everybody has an elevation period in their life. It's up to you to get to that elevation point. You can decide today or tomorrow how your life is going to be by just a thought. You can decide how your life is going to be just by one action. Change one thing about yourself. Whatever you're not used to doing, get used to doing it. When you wake up in the morning, I want you to tell yourself, today is the day I'm going to be great. And tell that to yourself every day until it gets in your spirit good, until your spirit starts to believe it. You tell yourself every day, starting today, even when I end this live, you go in that mirror and you say, today is the day I am going to be great. And say that until you believe it. Say it until you feel it. Because some of us, we say things, but it's no life to what we saying. We saying it with a dead attitude. Oh, today I'm gonna be great, I guess. I guess today's gonna be a day where, I'm gonna be great. Today, maybe I might be great today. I don't know. It depends, because since yesterday was stop focusing on all the things that you don't have no control over. If you tell yourself you're gonna be great, you're gonna be great. You're going to be just fine. HBG says, speak it into existence and believe it. That's the truth. Speak it into existence. It's definitely going to come to pass. BG said, I have a job interview tomorrow morning. Not much, but I did not settle. It is much. You know why it's much? Because it's a job and it's for you. So when you start speaking stuff, speak it with positivity. Like when I get on my lives, I never know how my audience is gonna be. I never know if I'm gonna have new people. I never know. But I always tell myself I'm gonna have a good life. I tell myself all the time, I'm gonna have a good life. I'm gonna have a good life. But now I'm gonna start saying I'm gonna have a great life. Because good is mediocre. Good is good. You know? Good do what it do. Good is good. But great is great. People say you good at what you do. But then there's somebody greater at what you do. So if somebody walks up to you and say, hey, how you doing today? You say, I'm good. Sometimes good can trigger another thought. Well, I'm good, but I could be better. But when you wake up and somebody say, how you doing today? You be like, I'm great. Your elevation, your posture, everything is different when you change your tone. Because good can sometimes give you a but in it. Like, if you good, you good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good, I'm good. You good, you good. And like I said, sometimes being good can give you something else to 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 go backwards to. You could be like, I'm good, but anytime somebody say they're great, they don't have no but behind it. Excuse me. Usually when people say I'm great, they just be great. Usually when people say I'm amazing, they just be amazing. When people say I'm fine, it's iffy. How you doing? I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm good. But when you hear somebody say I'm great, they know that they are great and they got something behind them. They powerful. They got power behind them. There's power behind your tone and how you speak. There's power behind your tone in what you accept. There's power in your tone, how you talk to yourself. Be good, be mediocre. That's on you. But I challenge you to be great. I challenge you to be great. And when I say great, I'm talking about over excel your greatness because you deserve it. You deserve to believe you are great. I don't care what nobody else tell you. I don't care if somebody else say, girl, you ain't all that. Okay, well, you know what? Again, that's a personal problem. You know, I don't really do well with personal problems. I just do well with my personal problems. And your personal problem is not my personal problem. So therefore, I'm great. Like I stated before, I'm great. I'm going to bring greatness. Everything I touch is going to prosper. Everything I touch is going to blossom. Everything I touch is going to excel. Everything I touch is going to exceed. Everything I touch is going to come with power behind it. And if you don't want to get knocked down by this power, then go and get out my way because I'm coming with power. I'm coming with greatness. I'm coming with excellence. I'm coming with boldness. I'm coming with integrity. These are the things you have to tell yourself. I'm coming with expectations that nobody expected. Because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody is going to believe in you. If you don't trust in yourself, nobody is going to trust in you. You got to tell yourself that you are the you that you've been waking up to be for a very long time. I don't care who doesn't show up for me. Because if I don't show up for myself, it doesn't matter if people show up for me or not. Because my spirit tells me that I'm great. And your spirit tells you that you're great. And today, believe that you are great because you are going to drop all of that dead weight that's been holding you down, that's been carrying you, that's been a burden. We are letting the dead weight go. When 2023 comes to that end and 2024 is approaching, everybody should scream, dropping dead weight right at the end. As soon as it's about to hit midnight, everybody should scream, dropping dead weight. Because you're about to bring the New Year's in with new beginnings. You're about to bring the New Year's in with high expectations for yourself. 2024 is going to be the year where you are going to develop high vibrations for yourself. Not what everybody else thinks, not how everybody else feels, but for yourself. If you are going to still allow 1996, 2002, 2020, and 2023 bleed over into your 2024, you're not ready for greatness. You still want to be good. You don't want to be great. You want to be good. You want to be good with a butt. You want to be good with an excuse. You want to be good with the rejection. We're not being good no more. We done been good. We know what it's like to be good. We all been good. Everybody been good. Now, we're going to be great. We're going to be great today. This is the season of greatness, and you're going to walk in your greatness. You're going to walk in your season of elevation because we're not going to allow no more dead weight to hold us down, to drown us, to have us in the middle of the ocean, just floating senselessly, no sense of direction. We're not doing that. We're elevating. And if you don't believe it for you, then I'm going to go ahead and believe it for you. If you don't see it for you, then I'm going to see it for you. Nobody looks like what they've been through. Nobody looks like what they've been through. And if you look like what you've been through, that means you let it get to you. You stayed in your good season because you was good. Most people good, that's comfortable. When you good, you comfortable. No, I'm good. I'm good at this job. I'm good. I'm good here. Don't even want to elevate. I'm good. No, we don't want to be good. Like them men said, my favorite line, I say it all the time. Go be great on purpose. Go be great on purpose. Don't be good. Good to me is like a settle. I'm good, girl. I'm not worried about that. But the whole time we worried. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yes, Lay. Lay said people be comfortable in their struggle. It's a lot of people comfortable in their struggle. They don't want to come out of their struggle because, like I stated before, it's easy for people to manipulate people when they can use their struggle as a weakness. And if you have a good heart, you're going to get caught up in people's struggle. So you better be mindful of your heart and the struggles that come into your life. I have some cleaning up to do myself. I have to clean house. I have to clean house. And when I clean house, I'm sweeping out all crevices, corners, creases. It's a lot of junk removed that got to be removed. And I'm talking about my own self. I'm not even just talking about people. I'm talking about myself too. A lot of you don't want to let go of some things within yourself, but it's time to let some things about yourself go. Because we all know that we can definitely walk away from ourselves. Some of us need to leave some of ourselves in 2023. Some of us need to let some things about ourselves stay behind. Thank you, Fiji, prophesizing. I see your ministry in 6 years. Yes. When I tell y'all God gonna whip on me, I know he got some more whipping on me to do. But when I tell you, when you get in your season of elevation, you don't even care who fall behind you no more. You don't even care who fall off. You don't care about certain friends. You don't even care about the levels of support you think you want. I had a lady tell me, I did a Zoom a week back. She said support is not going to always come from your family and friends because we automatically believe that that's who our support is. Support is going to come from people you don't know. Because in our spirit, we already feel like, you know what? I got a bunch of support because we got our family and friends supporting us. So we feel good, right? We feel good. I'm good. I got my cousin, my daughter, my mama, my sister, my son. I'm good. I'm good. But I want to be great. And to be great is to challenge myself. Cause I am good, but I'm about to be great. So I want everybody who have the means to type, if you can. I want you to say, I'm no longer good. I'm great. Don't put but in there. We're not putting but in there. You say, I'm no longer good. I'm great. Because but brings on excuses. So we don't want to bring on excuses. So I'm gonna type it myself because I want everybody to understand that we owe it to ourselves to invest in ourselves and to be true to ourselves. We owe it to ourselves, y'all. And can nobody stop your dream unless you decide to sleep on yourself. If you sleep on yourself, you're going to stop your own dream. Because people going to sleep on you all day long. People are going to sleep on you all day long. They're going to sleep on you. But don't worry about those people. We not worried about the people that sleep on us because we not sleeping on ourselves. We not. Not 2024. So if you sleeping or you call yourself being tired, wake up. We got things to do. We got things to do. So we gonna drop this dead weight. We gonna leave this dead weight behind. We're not gonna encourage dead weight. We're not gonna elevate dead weight. We're not gonna entertain dead weight. We're not gonna do anything with dead weight, but drop it. That's all we doing is dropping the dead weight. Cause I want to see each and every one of you guys at my show. I want all you guys front seat. Cause Queen Motivation made it on that stage. And she on that stage and she just giving a positive message and it got real loose in there and people is just coming and they just want to see Queen Motivation and they excited because everybody came to see me. They came to see little old me. And some of them gonna come from this live. I already know my family. I already know they're gonna be there. I already know they're gonna be there. My mom's calling me, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna put her on speaker. Mom, you're on speaker.
Okay. I've been on.
I know. Yeah, she.
But my comments wouldn't work.
That's okay. You here? They can hear you. I'm still on.
I thought you was off. That's
No.
why I waited till I seen you go off.
No, I'm still on, mother.
Oh my goodness. Well, I just wanted you to know that I've been on the whole time.
I know.
I just couldn't comment.
I know. BG told me, and I seen you text me and told me you was. Y'all hear my mom?
Wednesday. I thought it was Sunday.
Today is Sunday, Mom.
I know, but you kept saying every Wednesday.
No, I said I was switching it to Sundays. Well, I'm gonna call you when I get off.
I said I'll be here every Wednesday.
No, Sundays now.
But that's why I text you and said Sunday.
Yeah, my mom is here. Mom, I'm gonna call you back.
All right.
I love you.
I love you later.
Later. My mom was about to have a whole conversation, y'all. She was about to have a whole conversation. But I told her, I said, I'm still on live. And she's still having the conversation. You gotta love your moms, y'all. Y'all gotta really love your moms. You know, in spite of everything, moms are great. They could be real. They could be a hassle sometimes. I'm a mom, and I know I'm a hassle, but they mean well for the most part. So I'm grateful. And for those who don't, for those who moms passed away, my condolences always. And I know that a lot of us have some great mom figures in our lives. So that's always a blessing too, if you don't have your own personal mom. So everybody who lost their mom, I love you guys. And I'm just sending my love to everybody. You know, um, some of us aren't blessed with good parents. So y'all know it's getting close to that time. So I know Lay's gonna type up my socials for me in the chat. But y'all, tonight was good. No, I'm sorry. Tonight was great. That's what it was. Tonight was great. I enjoyed you guys. So yes, every Sunday at 6 p.m. will be my lives now. They will no longer be on Wednesdays. So every Sunday we have Queen Motivation Live. Um, and on top of that, there is we do I do have two new things that I'm working on. We have Virtual Girls Night every Thursday night at 6 p.m. That's through a Zoom link. So I wish I was here earlier. We were picking up at Wally World. It's okay. You can come here in the last 10 minutes and still be here. You still present. So I'm grateful anyway. Like I said, I'm grateful for everybody that still, even not switch days and y'all follow me right on over here. So I'm still grateful and I still appreciate you guys. Always. And um yes, so we have virtual girls night every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's fun. We just enjoy each other, the ladies. We get on there. We have a toast. You can toast to whatever you want to toast to. It could be Kool-Aid, water, coffee, wine, liquor, whatever you feel you want to toast to. We toast, we joke, we talk about everything. We have a blast. We just enjoy each other. That's growing. We're working on that as well. We're gonna get that to grow. And then we have you know me, like we on top of it. We also trying to incorporate something to get the men in there. So we got safe space Saturdays. Um, Alaysia already typing, so maybe I should let her type, and then I'll just piggyback off of her. She's typing it. Yeah. When I tell y'all I was so sick, and let me tell you, it's funny because you never know when you get sick, how you get sick. You just get sick. We had virtual girls' night out on Thursday night. We was having a blast. We was laughing. We was joking. We was doing our usual, and we had some Taylor Port. I drunk some Taylor Port. I didn't even drink that much. Um, and I drank a little bit of it, and I couldn't really drink that much of it. And then I ate this bowl, buffalo chicken bowl or something. I don't know. But I went to sleep Thursday night, And I woke up Friday morning to go to work. I got to be to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. And when I tell y'all, my energy was done. I couldn't, my lungs, my legs, my feet, my shoulder, so many pieces and spaces on my body was hurting. And I don't like to be late for work. So when I knew that I was going to be late for work, I knew I was sick. And everybody who knows me on this live personally know that I hate being late for anything. I will be 30 minutes to an hour early just so I could be on time. I had to be to work at 5 o'clock. I didn't leave until 5 o'clock. I couldn't hold nothing down. So when I got to work, I pushed. I gave my job a good 3 hours of my time, and I ended up leaving. And I came home, not even to my house. I went to my daughter's, and I slept all the way up until about 6 o'clock. And y'all see what Lay said? Yes, I will be there at 7:45. You better know it. I'm on time. Hate to be late, but I knew I was sick because I was late. I left at 5 o'clock, and I was just down sick. And I called my job, and my job said I didn't have no vacation time. So I'm at work Saturday sick. I'm at work today sick. I was so miserable, but I pushed. I said if I could push for work, I can push for my life. If I can get up and give them 8 hours of my time, I can give y'all an hour and a half of my time. So I made it my business to be on here. I did a little prayer. I stayed in my calm spirit, just to continue to push myself through. And I came on here to deliver the message like intended, and that's what I did. So push, 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 no matter what. You can only stop yourself if you don't go through or whatever you got to go through. Now that Lay has typed it up, I can go back and tell you, gentlemen, we always do something for the ladies, but we want to give the men something too. So every Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you will have to send me your email um, if you want the Zoom link. But we have Safe Space Saturday. Safe Space Saturday, where the men and the women we all be on Zoom, and we'll be having open discussion. Same thing like virtual girls night stuff for the guys will be in there. We'll still cheers. We'll still throw our little chats up there. Just to give the men their space too. Because I know my son came to me one day and said, I don't be having nothing for the men. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and drop some for the guys too. So we're going to get that drop too. So if you want to be a part of that, go ahead and email me and I can send you the link on that day. And I'm just really grateful. I'm grateful for every last one of you guys for being here for me, being there with me. I think that's it. Don't have any more announcements, so I'm probably gonna be ending this live and taking me something. What, I don't know. Maybe I'll take. No, I don't want to take NyQuil. I took NyQuil, and that stuff had me kind of jittery. I didn't like that feeling. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably get off, jump across my bed, go to sleep, and pray that God allows me to wake up feeling 10 times better tomorrow. Cause Lord knows I feel drained. But I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. And I will be seeing you guys next Sunday. Lay, did you type my email? BG said jitters from being extra sleepy. Just close your eyes. Well, it's because I took that NyQuil, and that NyQuil made me feel. I didn't like the way the NyQuil made me feel, and I tossed and turned all night because I'm having hot and cold flashes. So I don't know if I'm hot or cold. So one minute I'm under my blanket, the next minute I'm kicking my blanket off. It's a mess. I can't wait to. I don't like this feeling at all. But At the end of the day, I'm still here for you because I love y'all. Thank you, sis. I'm gonna fight it because I'm a fighter and I'm gonna fight this little thing, whatever this is, whatever it is. I don't know, but I'm gonna fight it because I got to be well because I don't got time. But I love you guys, and I hope to see you guys Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Same time, same space. Queen Motivation is signing off. You guys stay up. That's okay, Leisure. The email is in my YouTube on my YouTube thing. I'll go back. I'll go fix it. I don't know why it's doing that, but I'll go fix it to see what's going on. But let me see. Can I type my email? Y'all let me know if y'all can see it. I don't know. Could y'all see it? Because I typed it, but I don't know if y'all can see it or not. If y'all can see it, let me know. Okay, cool. So I don't know why I wouldn't let you type lay, but there's my email, you guys. If you want the Zoom link for virtual girls night on Thursdays, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that's for women. And Safe Space Saturdays is for men and women. And if y'all want to be a part of that, y'all know what to do. But Queen Motivation is definitely signing off. Good night, Leisure. Love you too. Y'all have a blessed night. And remember, don't be good, be great.